Hi guys. I'm starting a little bit early, but we're gonna kind of wait until the regular time so that people can get here. So I hope you all are well. And we got new Star Trek to talk about, so that's always a good day. And it's lower decks, so it makes it even better. So good to see you guys. Haven't been coughing all day. As soon as I start talking on here, of course I got to start coughing. That's just the way it goes, I guess. All right. Put this down a tad. There we go. That's probably better. All right. Turn that up. Good. Well, welcome. Oh my God, we got 35 likes already. That's awesome, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't, though. Let's try to get that up to 50. Let's go. Let's go for 50. Because why not? Um, Smart Turn. So honestly, I thought the comedy was the best part. The main plot was kind of but I liked the episode. Yeah, Bryce, that was one of my favorite things too. Bryce says, that was awesome. I know we're not supposed to have interpersonal conflict, but I just can't stand that Andorian. Yeah, Mariner's relationship with Jennifer. And that was a direct reference to Gene Roddenberry, who didn't want the crew or anybody to have any kind of conflict because humans are better than that. That's not how things work, I'm afraid. So, and of course, also as soon as I start, the L card starts to act up. Act up. Let me actually. There we go. Yeah. So, I mean, Lord X is back, guys. Another minute here to kind of really get started. Got some Ryan Coke. I got some Sexton whiskey in here with some Coke, and that's great. They keep showing me lights. Yeah, it was great to have Lord X back, and this takes place. mm, this literally takes place 3 months after the events of the last episode, so that's really cool. I don't know if you guys have noticed or did notice, but there were some changes to the intro as well. Samuel and myself are going to talk about that a little bit in some videos coming up. The Cerritos has been changed. There's slight changes. If you guys haven't had a chance yet, check out Star Trek Logs. Star Trek Logs on Twitter. There's 3 new ones. There's one from Captain Freeman. There's one from Rutherford, and there's also one from the Doctor. And the Captain Freeman one's kind of funny. But check out the Captain's logs or the Star Trek logs, sorry, on Twitter for those videos. Honestly, seriously, haven't coughed all goddamn day. And now, Chuck A is at the Rio now in Vegas. And man, why are you talking to me? Go have some fun. Go, go have some fun, man. I wouldn't be watching me if I was in Vegas. That's for sure. But thank you for being here anyway. But yeah, like I said, there was some changes to the intro, a lot of which were slight little changes and variations and additions to the Cerritos, including extra escape pods, more detailed hull, actually having the blue force field things around the shuttle bay doors, and a few things like that. The biggest change, obviously, though, is the Romulan battle, the Romulan and Borg battle. In season one, there was a bunch of Borg ships and a lot of Romulan ships. And the Cerritos, of course, gets fired upon and leaves. In this one, there's less Borg ships. One of them is way bigger or a lot closer. And there's still Romulans, but there's also Packlids. There's Packlid ships, and there's also some Klingon bird of prey that are swooping in, and one actually gets destroyed. So there are some changes to the intro. If you guys didn't notice, go watch season one intro and then compare it to this one. It'll be interesting to see how often they do changes to the intro. If it's just going to be every season, that's cool. Or is it going to progress during the course of the season? I honestly don't know. But that was one of the first things. Now, I love the name of the episode, Strange Energies, and how that's actually said twice. You've been hit by some kind of strange energy. What's that? It's a thing that Gary Mitchell. I love the Gary Mitchell reference. And how did Kirk deal with it? He crushed him with a rock, with a boulder. It's like, wow, okay, good stuff. Now, I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys think about this episode. I kind of just want to do a quick little summary to start things off, and we'll go from there. So yeah, following up on last season, Mariner and her mom are working together as kind of like a dual command team, and it's not really working out so well. It's kind of the whole premise of this episode. Mariner wants to do her own thing. Ransom feels left out, and when they're on the planet, she's cleaning up some of the gunk to reveal the nice artwork underneath, and she activates this thing. Ransom gets zapped by strange energy and becomes an omnipotent godlike creature. Takes out a moon, creates like a Mount Rushmore with his face on it, turns their museum of music, goddamn, into like a twisted tower. Literally, haven't coughed all day as soon as I start talking to you guys. Anyway, Ransom goes all power hungry, creates some Ransomites, and Lieutenant Stevens, I think, is the ransom worshiper. Oh, do me. That was funny. And then the whole detaching his head, going up and like chewing on the Cerritos, and you see the shields buckle. I mean, there's some really cool visuals in this. The Rutherford Tendi story was all right. I do like the girl that Rutherford is seeing, the Bajoran, although he's probably not seeing her now after Tendi's like, no, just seriously don't see her. Tendi's obviously jealous. But, I mean, there's some really great stuff in here. I can defeat him with praise. You got great hair. You can play guitar really well. You're physically fit. Like, it's just great. And then getting kicked in the nuts as the solution. Although that's not the solution, because that he's kept reactivating. So he and Paul's here. Paul, you can watch it on Crave. It is on Crave if you have Crave. So so I mean, yeah, I mean, and then to actually get it's done now because he got crushed by a boulder. That's how we defeat these things. It's pretty great. There wasn't much to the episode, honestly, but it's like Lower Decks never missed a step, and that's what we were hoping for, so that's good. Definitely seeing the Miranda. Ooh, the Miranda class was sweet. Even the interior, like the bridge, was awesome. And I love that that's your exercise program. I would do the same kind of thing for exercise programs. I think it's tactical training and exercise at the same time. What do you do, Jennifer? Yoga. Oh, how original. This is just great. We got some super chats here. Let's get to those real quick. Fleet Paw throws in $2. Is Shut Up Jen the new Shut Up Wesley? Yes, it apparently is. Not a band account, $2. Ransom should have made a grave with wrong initials. Yeah, absolutely. That would have been hilarious for Mariner. That would have been great. Oh, Paul does have gray, but can't watch it tonight. So anyway, I was excited to see it. I was happy to see it. New Trek and new videos coming from us as well. There's a few things to talk about. A few ship-related things as well. The Miranda, the changes to the Cerritos. There's also a lot of different ships when she's escaping from the Cardassian facility, which is interesting. So yeah, expect lots of good videos from us. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got the bell notification clicked to all. And there's sci-fi stuff happening down here. That's great. And I thought that's probably going to be a reference in the future. But yeah, anyway, let's see what you guys want to talk about. Um, Livy Julius $2. Oh, do me next, Captain. Hashtag biggest suck up. Right? Not a band account, $2. Which Enterprise interiors canon, Disco or TOS? TOS. That's the silliest question I've ever heard. But we have 50 years of the real Enterprise, and then a couple years of the new one. So why would the new one be canon? It's not. It's a canon in the Discoverse. That's fine. It's clearly not the Prime timeline. So. Only saw some of 2 episodes of Star Trek Convention at Rio. Will watch it when I return home. Yeah, Chuck, have fun, man. I'm really jealous. Wish I could be there this year. Hopefully, there's some people with some Trekyards shirts. Well, I've heard since Creation lost the Star Trek licensing that the Borg alcoves aren't green; they're blue now. They're not called Borg alcoves. The main stage holodeck doors that everybody came through they're repainted. They're silver with like a symbol on them. Just silliness happening at Creation. And I don't like that. I'm glad I'm not there, honestly. As much as I would love to be there, John Eves is there this year, which would have been great to see him again. But as much as I would have liked to be there, the fact that everybody still has to wear masks, I think that would take a lot of the fun out of it for me. I see a lot of people with masks, a lot of people without, more with. So, but, and just the fact that Creation doesn't have licensing anymore is interesting. Yes, the Creation one, Loud Mind, is going to be happening in Chicago in March, I believe March or April of next year. So I'll be going to that for sure. So the Kingdom for a cough drop, right? How'd you like the new intro ships? Thought they were great. BJ Turon, $5. I was so sad that Rutherford didn't get to swim with the girls. So was I. I wanted to see the Bajoran lady in her bikini, and I wanted to see Cetacean Ops. They need to have a scene where they're swimming with the dolphins. I think that'd be fantastic. They mentioned Citation Ops in the very first episode of season 1, and they mentioned it in the very first episode of season 2. So hopefully it is something that we do eventually see. I think Lower Decks, Mike McMahon should be doing that. I'm sure he will at some point. So that's really exciting. But it's just such a disappointment. Tendi, damn it, Tendi. I love Tendi, but I've seen a lot of comments online like, ooh, Tendi's now the toxic, jealous female, and it's like, oh, whatever, shut up. You always have to complain about something. It's just it's silly to me. It's silly to me. April 10th is when the convention is. Awesome. Sensation Ops is going to be a tease every season. Yeah, I think so. I think that's exactly what's going to happen as well. I bet Cetacean Ops are sea monkeys. 21st century will look like Toronto. It is the 24th century in many sci-fi shows, including Disco and The Expanse. Give me your brain. Yeah. You guys have to tune in tomorrow when Samuel and myself do the full episode breakdown, scene by scene. I'm really annoyed with this cough, and I apologize, guys. I apologize. Because we're going to have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of really cool small little things to look at and discuss. Ugh. And at that last scene with the Titan as well, where they're like, Riker says something, and I didn't know what it was until I turned on the subtitles, and it says, "I love my job." Uh, so that's fun as well. We didn't get as much time on the Titan as we wanted, but this is what we kind of suspected, that for the first, 2, 3, maybe 4 episodes, we're going to get Boimler on the Titan. It might end next episode, I don't know, but I didn't see a next time on, so I don't know what's coming up for the next one, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know if we'll get one of those before Wednesday, because Wednesday is when we do those speculation videos. But I didn't see anything for it on this, so I don't know what to think about next episode. Looked like a lot of the trailer that we got was a lot of it from this first episode, so that's good in a way. There's still, of course, them building the model and a few other things that probably the next episode or the episode after. But yeah, it's good to see it back. The Ready Room has a 60-second clip from next week's episode. Much like last year, I haven't watched The Ready Room, and I should. Oh my God. Tendi did go a bit crazy. Brian's asking if it could be pollen or allergies for my cough. Could be. It does happen kind of seasonally. But anyway, yeah, Tendi did go a little bit crazy, but she likes Rutherford, and she just doesn't, she was kind of jealous that he was on a third date with that other girl. Which, to be fair, the Bajoran chick is hot, I gotta say. So is Tendi, though, so I mean, Rutherford's got it pretty good. But the whole Mariner and Captain kind of working more closely together kind of got put to bed this episode. God damn it. I apologize for the cough. I really do, guys. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Not a banned account, $2. Do Canadian Crown subjects get free health care? Well, we're not really Crown subjects anymore, but yes, we have free health care. In Ontario here, it's called OHIP, the Ontario Health Insurance Plan Program, whatever. So yes, we do. Ricola, says Olivia. Captain, cough advice, whiskey, wedge of lemon, and 6 hours sleep. Well, I've got whiskey in here, and it's nice and cold because it's got ice in it. There's no lime in it, or no lemon, but 6 hours of sleep is probably the minimum I'll get, or the maximum I'll get, I mean. So, we'll see. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $2. She's a Trill, not Bajoran. Oh, sorry. Did I say Bajoran? I apologize. Yes, a Trill. I hate Bajorans. I don't like Bajoran females. I just don't like the wrinkles. It always looks like they're scowling, like they're always pissed off at you. Plus, they're kind of bitchy most of the time. So, so yes, I apologize. She is a Trill. My bad. I don't know why I was saying Bajoran. I apologize. Bryce says, if I had a cosplay uniform, I think it would be cool to have a matching mask, same material, same color, similar to the headgear that Ferengi Starfleet officers have that match their uniforms. Yeah, I'm sure we see a lot of really creative masks at Star Trek Vegas. I actually saw somebody dressed up like Harry Mudd, and his mask was a black mask with like a mustache on it, and that's hilarious. Hey, Multi-Gunman, how's it going, man? Yes, just to clarify, the girl that he's dating is a Trill. I don't know why I said Bajoran. Can we just move on from that? I made a mistake. It happens. It's been known to happen once or twice during my 47 years. I'm old. Anyway, why does God need to do reps? Yeah, it looks like he's working out his biceps and triceps. That was awesome. I don't know. I really got a kick out of Lower Decks. This one, it made me smile a few times, and that was great. Honestly, seeing the bridge of the Miranda class was phenomenal. I love that era of ship. I love that era of computer displays. I love that era of bridge design. So to see that was awesome. Considering yesterday we did our top 10, enterprise bridges, and so we were talking about bridges quite a bit yesterday, and it was great to see that actually. So and today I picked all TNG L cars for the display because, Lower Decks is a TNG era show. So it's okay, Cap. I'll have those days. You are not that old yet. Give it some time. You will get there. I don't want to get there. We need the art book. Yeah, Lower Decks art book would be awesome, actually. Um, so get on that, guys. Let's see what else we got here. Lower Decks is an effing cartoon. Leave off trolls. Who's trolling? Bryce, Trill in a bikini. We'll finally get to see if those spots go all the way down. Spoilers, they do. They do, actually, yeah. The amount of detail was great from the Cardassian prison to the Miranda class and everything. Hey, Cap, we hear the pug. Show her or else. No, I'm not going to show her. She's back there sleeping. She actually hurt her one rear toe today. It was bleeding a bit, but we've got it under control now, so she's just taking a bit of a rest. She's had a rough day, so. But yeah, you're probably hearing her snore or breathe. How dare she? There she is. Northwest Rail fan. It'd be fun to have an entire episode on a movie era ship on the holodeck. I totally agree. Reenact some kind of historical thing like Wrath of Khan would be awesome. That'd be kind of neat. Haven't seen it set. You logged into your lot 5 to hit live to hit like and help your algorithms. Thank you very much, Kevin Scott. Very much appreciated. But yes, hit that like button. Don't forget to super chat if you're able to, because that really does help us out. We've had a shit couple of months. But 68 likes, 58 people here. I think we get to 75 likes easily. That's only 7 more likes, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't. And let me know what you guys want to talk about. Throw a message in the chat. And if you want to PayPal, there is a way as well. Just send it to trekyards@hotmail.com. The information is in the description of every video. So just let us know in the regular chat that you sent that, and I will check it via the email to read your question or comment that way as well. So. Did you list all the ship cameos yet? I saw a breakdown on Reddit. We'll probably mention that tomorrow during our live, and we might do a video on it. I'm not sure what we're filming tomorrow exactly. We'll be filming a few things about this episode because there's a few things that kind of stood out. Olivia says, what? You didn't tell me. Is she okay? What vet did you go to? You need to be more careful. That's your moneymaker. Hashtag Puggy Power. She's fine. She's fine, and she didn't have to go to the vet. So the episode isn't out in the UK yet. It isn't. Well, that sucks. Last year, when it was on CTV Sci-Fi at 9 o'clock on Thursday nights. That's why I do these at 10 so people can watch them. But it's actually on Crave. It was on Crave last year, but it usually took a few days to hit the Crave. Today it was on early in the day, so that's good to know if you're in Canada. Also, I'm confused about Admiral Freeman. Is he her ex or her current relationship? Because he calls her sweetheart, and he also calls her Share Bear at one point. It's like you're either really good exes who are friends now and whatever, or you're currently a thing. But from what I got from last season, they were not a thing anymore. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused about that. But that being said, it's like, yeah, you guys have been doing some great work. Keep that up, and you might get promoted to a real capital ship. I thought that was funny as well. Pug, stop being loud. Instant recognize the Elcar's image behind you from home soil. There you go. It was much better than the season 1 premiere, although I would have liked a captain's log or personal log within the episode rather than just a reference to it. Looked on Amazon Prime and still showing it only season 1. I sort of knew the holodeck was on because Vindicta Mariner was on. What's a holodeck? A deck with nothing in it? I think they're currently married, says Fleetpaw. The Stanleys, it's on Amazon Prime on Saturday, I think. Colin Barrett says distant relationship, Starfleet style. Bryce says, I assume that they were still a couple. The first time we see him in season 1, though, I think there's a reference to him being the ex. So we actually talked about that quite a bit during the course of season 1 when we did our reviews and discussions on it. So it kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop this time. But who knows? I mean, this is 3 months after the last episode, so it could be that, in fact, they're back together or they're kind of off and on again or whatever. But maybe they have just always been a couple and I'm just an idiot. I mean, that's a possibility. Love that in Futurama they were Hermes and LaBarbara, the actor's voice. It never fails to. Not only do I start coughing once the live starts, everybody and their uncle is messaging me. There's messages popping up all the time here. Some of them are from the moderator chat, which is fine. Other ones from a friend's chat. My son Snapchatted me all after I started the live. You can't do this when I've got nothing to do for the afternoon. You have to do this now. That being said, my phone's always going off, so it's probably always happening. I just never really notice until I'm doing something else. So anyway, hit that like button, guys. We get to 75 likes, but we're at 79 now. Actually, I think we can get 100. If we can get 100 likes, I would be super, super happy with that. So yeah. He's a floating head. Please bring Q on to snap them into a live action sequence. Absolutely. They need to do a live action sequence at some point, or a full episode. That'd be great too. Richie Appel, giant ransom floating head god, is by far the scariest Star Trek villain ever. He did look terrifying at times, and I love how he was like munching on the ship and you saw the shields like buckling and then he'd throw it. That's awesome. And like I said, there's changes to the Cerritos this season. Subtle little changes, like phaser strips and little things around the little force field things around the shuttle bays, and more escape pods and more hull detail. And like I said, if you check out Star Trek logs on Twitter, there's a log from Captain Freeman was like, and the Cerritos' refit is complete with enough changes that I know it's different without looking different. It's like, that's funny because we kind of complained about that at the end of the season. We're like, it's getting refitted. Hopefully it'll look different. It kind of does a little bit subtly. So that's kind of funny. Squadron Course, how about an episode where Mariner recreates Wrath of Khan on holodeck, her as Kirk, Boimler as Saavik, and she knows all Khan's moves, so Boimler makes it hard to give Khan superior smarts like Moriarty. Yeah, please do something like that. That would be awesome. Memory Alpha says they're married, Cap and Admiral. Okay, good to know. Colin Barrett, hologram Boimler complaining that the Cardassians kept showing him lights made me laugh. They keep showing me lights. Yeah. The scene was slightly tweaked this season too. Yeah, it's a little different. Fleetpaw Swiftback, love seeing the Cerritos firing its weapons. Would have loved to see the torpedo launcher, though. Well, she was told to fire the torpedoes, but she doesn't take orders from Mariner, so... But yeah, the disembodied head of Ransom, like creating gym equipment out of things, was kind of funny. And then I love the solution, getting kicked in the balls to kind of bring him back into his focus. That's awesome. And then and then the final one with the doctor getting a boulder to crush him. It's like, oh, really? That's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry, but that's funny. Could be a double tribute episode. Okay, don't know what you mean, Squadra Course. Smart Smear says, I like that they're acting like the TOS era being an animated style, while TNG onwards is in their style. It makes me wonder how they'd look and maybe make the Strange New Worlds cast look. That being said, I mean, the Gary Mitchell that was on screen was a more stylized kind of comic book version of Gary Mitchell. Gary Mitchell was never in the animated series, obviously. And we saw Spock and Kirk from the animated series in season 1 of Lower Decks. It looked exactly like the animated series. So the Gary Mitchell that was on screen was a little bit different than the animated series style, which I found interesting. But it was great, a great reference. I mean, they mentioned Gary Mitchell in the last season as well. Mariner mentioned him, name dropped him. So I think that's just funny. I don't know about the different styles though. We pause Swift back $2. There are 4 lights. BJ Tehran would have been funnier if Mariner shot one of the lights. Now there are 3 lights. Or no lights. This is Jericho. I love how quickly he got corrupted by the strange energies. There was no hesitation at all. Squadra Course, it would be a spoof of the Wrath of Khan and Elementary Dear Data at the same time. That would be great. Yes. Cons to blase of a villain. Make him smarter. Make him somebody that can defeat me, Mariner. Yeah, that'd be good. Tommy says, the Miranda in the episode, in my opinion, is the best looking Miranda yet, and I'm going to steal the design for mine. I still need to paint. Yeah, it was a fantastic looking Miranda, and I love that when it was sitting there docked, it like fired its phasers, and it just sounded so powerful because like the people standing down on the little gangway, like, imagine a phaser designed for space battle that close, like that was awesome. That was just awesome. Phoebe Seymour says, why did nobody on the starship watch a TV for recreational purposes? Would love to see Quark appear for an advert for a casino, followed by a TV show Garrick. I for the Federation. By show Garrick, I for the Federation. God. Oh my God. Yes. Mike Bravo, Eaglemoss, please issue a Lower Decks ship gift set like the Micro Machines gift set of the 90s. Yes. Well, one of the things that I've been mentioning in my latest reviews for Eagle Moss is Eagle Moss needs to release a series of posters. You know how they have the orthos of all the ships in each episode, in each magazine, like the top, bottom, side, front, back. I love orthos views of ships. Eagle Moss does some really great ones. Why not make those posters that people can buy? I think people would really get a kick out of that. I would buy some. I would buy some and have them framed. So guys, message Eagle Moss, and tell them, for the love of God, to make their orthos available in poster form, please. Do you like pears? I do like pears, actually. I mean, no, I don't like pears. I'll never eat another pear. The multi-gunman. I like the background lights in your cabinet. Are they battery-operated lights or are they hardwired in? They are plugged in. I got them hooked up to a power bar at the side. I just flick the switch and they all turn on. So. Richie Appel. Packwood's fighting the Romulans, fighting the Borg in the intro. I was wondering if the intro would change at all. I was also wondering that. When I saw that, I'm like, the Packlids are there. I don't remember those from season 1. I don't remember Klingons either. So I went back and watched some season 1 intros, and yeah, it's just the Borg and the Romulans. And more Borg ships further away. More Romulan ships. Now there's less Romulan ships, less Borg ships, but one Borg ship really close or bigger, a bigger Borg cube maybe. And yeah, the Packlids, of course, getting in the fray there. 84 people have hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. 16 more people. I'd like to get to 100 likes. Honestly, some more super chats would be great if you can. And keep in mind, guys, that tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're going to be doing our live review of this episode, scene by scene. Get screen caps, talk about everything that we see. There's a lot to see, especially the stuff that's on Boimler's bunk. Love how in season 1 there was such a big deal being made about the tricorders, the new tricorders with the purple stripe. Now they got like a bag full of them. So stuff like that is amazing to me. Like Lower Decks is it's for a Star Trek fan for sure, and it does things that even I wouldn't think of if I was making a show. So I got to give them a lot of credit. Um, I love being surprised. I love being seeing a reference and smiling, and they definitely they deliver that hand over fist. So pears and apples confused and crazy cousins. Peaches are superior to pears. Science proves it. Uh, T. Manuk says ships that were in on the holodeck source Reddit: Bajoran assault vessel, Peregrine class, Delta flyer, not Hideki, Danube Snake class, Klingon D5, Romulan bomber, Klingon Raptor, and Jem'Hadar fighter. Yeah, we're gonna probably be talking about that on Trekyards because we love ships. So that'll be something that we'll mention when we see that scene. So feed me Seymour. I don't have a favorite Voyager character, but my Voyager's my favorite show. The reason is because I feel all the characters have more moments and great ensemble casts. I can't pick one. That's a good point. I mean, honestly, for me, some of my favorite characters in Voyager would be the Doctor, Tom Paris, and Tuvok. Those would probably be my three favorites. That being said, all the other ones are good. I'm not really a fan of B'Elanna. I do like Harry Kim. I do like Neelix, despite what everybody says. I think Neelix is a fine character. Perfectly acceptable. Kess can go. Thank God she did. All right, good. Moving on. 709 is, of course, great. Yeah, I mean, lots of good characters on Voyager, but I would say I do have some favorites, and there's the three of them. So the Doctor, Tuvok, and Tom Paris, I think. So Bryce says, I remember reading way back in the day that there was a proposed TNG episode where the ED battled Khan, lost, and near the end, kid you not, the computer would say end training simulation. Yeah. Tom Paris this season should be fun. Yeah, but if he's only a plate, that'll be disappointing. Hopefully he's like giving a lecture or something at the beginning. That's the reason that, he starts hallucinating him with the plate. I don't know. That'd be great. I actually saw one of the plates. Somebody posted a picture from, actually it was John Van Sitters, who posted a picture from Vegas with the plate. And it's like, you thought we were kidding, didn't you? Yeah, but you missed out, dudes. Like, you got the plate, fine. But for fuck's add a voice chip. Have it talk in Tom Paris's voice. I know it's only an illusion or, whatever in the show, but by God, you're missing out. Have a voice chip in it. If it had a voice chip in it, I'd order it. Because it doesn't have a voice chip in it, I'm not ordering it. So, I mean, be clever, guys. The plate's talking in the episode. Ryan K. never had a problem with Neelix either. Good man. Hashtag Neelix did nothing wrong. Fleet Pass Swiftback. I just love the detail, care, and love put into the series by the showrunner. Harangue Mind. Tuvok was so good. He's my favorite Vulcan. He's a fantastic Vulcan. I love the character of Tuvok. I don't like Tim Russ. I don't like the actor for multiple reasons. But I love the character. And I hate liking a character when I don't like the actor. But you got to separate the two, right? Like that's what, the world of acting and characters is. You got to separate them. You can't put the what you like about the character onto the actor because that's just it's not fair. So Cryptic Spider-Man, oi, Foley. I'm still torn whether Miranda has a crush on Boimler or she's just a mentally deranged Starfleet officer that at this point would probably be court-martialed. I think she's probably got a little bit of a thing for Boimler. That would be my thinking, but she's just overprotective. Maybe. Neelix was more badass than people give him credit for. Yeah. Dave Stelzer. Maybe they'll do a Tom Nick Locarno joke explanation. Yes, please do. We need that. Hashtag we need this. Neelix begged a Klingon female. That's badass in and of itself. Colin Barrett, the actor who plays Boimler, said that he had to record that scene in a hotel. People were calling him to see if he was okay, hearing him shouting Tom Paris several times. LOL. Boy. Harry Kim should have shown up and still be an ensign. Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke that we want to see on Lower Decks, is the Harry Kim appearance. Smart Smears says, good thing you don't like Detmer. Why is that? Feed Me Seymour, I wonder, would Khan appear in Strange New Worlds if Discovery and spin-off Strange New Worlds kind of exist in the Kelvin Disco world? Could theoretically Cumberbatch return as Khan? Yes, first of all, Cumberbatch will never be on Strange New Worlds. He would demand, it would be way too much money to have him on. But doing that would shoot themselves in the foot because they keep insisting that it's prime time on, so they would never do that. Tom manufacturer alternate identity Nick Locarno so he could dry run at the academy. Harold Chase, nothing wrong with the insane way. She is a common female. Oh, harsh. Fleetpaw, that was supposed to be banged. LOL. Freaking autocorrect. Neelix banged. Okay. Bagged works as well. For multiple reasons. He bagged her like you caught her like you bagged a good one, you got a good one, or you bagged them, slap. Teabag, even. But anyway, moving on. Alyssa Jericho, did you notice the snipe class from the Starfleet command game? Yes, I did. Smart Smears, you said it's hard to like a character when you don't like an actor. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't say it's hard to like a character if you don't like an actor. I said I like a lot of characters and don't like the actors. And you have to separate the two. Like, I love Tuvok. I think he's a fantastic character. And I would love to, if I ever talk to Tim Russ again, I would like to have him speak to me as Tuvok, as not as Tim Russ. Because, but that being said, there's people like Detmer that I hate her character and I hate the actress as well. So, I mean, it is what it is. A lot of times they go hand in hand. If I don't like the actress or actor, I won't like the character. Or I'll be very resistant to like the character, or I'll take longer than usual to have the character grow on me. So, I don't know. I should just stop talking. But we're at 97 likes, guys. We have 3 more to get to 100. So if you're one of the 3 people that haven't hit like yet, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And you'd be helping out the channel. So please consider doing so. And let's ramp up the super chats if we can. That would be great. Get this whiskey into me. Richie says, I watched Cupid's Errant Arrow from season 1 and I really hope Boimler's girlfriend comes back. Maybe she's still experimenting on the lover parasite and is putting it in a different men now. Mitza Peanut Butter says, hey. Well, hey. More likes, people. Woot, 100 likes. Yes, we hit. Oh, we're at 99 on my screen. So, what would God want with a spaceship? Speaking of the underrated Neelix, it was sad to see Neelix not go to Earth. Voyager was his real home and family. He should have come to Earth. I totally agree. I don't know why. Well, to be an ambassador, but I thought that was an odd choice for them to do at the end there. But what is wrong with Detmer, however it's spelled? I just can't stand her character. She's whiny, and the actress is just a complete bitch. I told this story on one of my last lives. I don't want to keep telling it every live, but she's one of those I'm better than everyone else that I work with kind of people, to the point of having a manager stand beside her at a convention saying, oh no, she can't talk to you. Do you have something to sign? No. all the other actors, including Chris Isaacs, who's like a huge actor, were like, yeah, just stand there and talk to them for fucking 10 minutes. But her, Detmer, oh no, no, it wasn't even. And she kind of just backed up and like looked off like this while her manager was like, no, 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 no. If you have something for her to sign, then you can come up and have her sign it. But other than that, there's no, we're not talking to anybody. Okay, nobody else has a goddamn manager standing beside them at the table, but whatever. I don't want to keep talking about Detmer because I can't stand her. T Manic, wasn't the actress that replaced Beverly Crusher like that? So Dr. Crush or Dr. Pulaski, Diane Muldaur. I don't know. I've never met the actress, so I don't have an opinion on that. I didn't like Pulaski for the first half of her run on season 2 because of the way she treated Data. And I know they were going for the the McCoy. She was like the McCoy. She didn't like to beam anywhere. She wanted to take shuttles. She was a grumpy old curmudgeon, but a fantastic old time country doctor. And she had a little bit of a problem with Data, and they were trying to recreate the Data or the Spock and McCoy dynamic from TOS. They were trying to do that in TNG, and it didn't work. She came off as a mega bitch for half of the season. And then by the end, the last couple episodes she's in, she's really likable and really great. And it's like I wouldn't have minded her to stick around, but they already ruined the characters. So, but yeah, I mean, I've learned to like Dr. Pulaski over the years, much more so than I did early on. So. What else has Detmer been in? Nothing that I can think of. She seems really arrogant, the Pulaski actress. Yeah, I mean, she was in 2 episodes of TOS, man. So, as 2 different characters. So she's, done the Star Trek thing. So maybe that's why she came across as arrogant. I don't know. She's had a pretty good career, but Peter says, I don't recognize the actress that plays Detmer enough to be cocky. Brian Kesterson, if I had $1 every time you talked about Detmer, LOL. I know, if I had $1 every time I didn't want to talk about her. Yeah. Colin Barrett, speaking of conventions, Vance Major just posted pictures from Star Trek Vegas. Looks like his panel went well. That is awesome. I'm glad he made it, and I'm glad things went well for him. He's never been there before, so I'm really happy for him. I've been to the Star Trek convention twice. Once pre-Trekyards, once in 2019. Which right before COVID, and it was great when me and Samuel went. It was awesome. So, hope he's having a good time. Fleetpod says that may not be the actress though. Agents can get and have gotten very controlling over their clients. She could be not able to fire him due to contractual obligations, not defending her. It sounds like you are defending her, and it was not a him as the manager. It was another stuck-up snooty bitch, and both of them just have that look on their face like they're. I'm so much better. They have those. I can't stand them, and her manager's the same way. So yeah. Feed me Seymour theory. Neelix is Alpha Quadrant representative in the Delta Quadrant. Prodigy ship was designed to travel from Alpha to Delta to meet Neelix. Hence, Janeway chosen as hologram to face Neelix with trust. I'm totally on board for that. That'd be a great premise for why the ship is there. For the USS Protostar, and also why, if Neelix shows up halfway through season 1, because that's the purpose of the ship to get him, that'd be cool. I think he would. The actor Ethan, is it Ethan? Anyway, I think the actor that plays Neelix would definitely be on board for doing something like that. So that would be kind of neat. Feed me Seymour, but the ship crashes, and that's the story of the show, is the Prodigy kids using it. Yeah, absolutely. Thor says, do you play Starfleet Battles and the Fastest Starship Combat game? I love those games. Yes, I play Starfleet Battles extensively over the course of my life with my brother. We still occasionally play when we have time. We haven't played in a few years, though. We currently have a Federation Romulan campaign, but it's like so many different scenarios that it's been years in the making. Or in the completion. We're probably about halfway through. I've done some Starfleet battles videos on here, not only with the ships, but actually of gameplay. So check those out. FASA, I never got into. FASA, I had a lot of the miniatures, not all. I had a lot of the miniatures from FASA. I had some of the books, but I never actually played the game. I never had anybody that I could play the combat simulator with. But Starfleet Battles, my brother had all of the books, all the captain's editions or whatever, the add-ons to them. And he basically knows where to look in each book to find the answers he needs really quickly. He's really good for that. So we played that a lot. And I never had any of the Starfleet Battles miniatures until a few years ago because they're harder to find than the FASA ones. But yeah, I've got a bunch of FASA miniatures, and I love the ship books for that. So Colin says, I reckon the USS Protostar is a Pathfinder project ship. Probably. Brian says, Kat, you need to send Olivia in to take care of Detmer. President Olivia, are you listening? Bryce, I agree. Pulaski rubbed me the wrong way right off the bat, but now she's grown on me. I want to see Pulaski on Picard. That sounds really dirty. Why not? I don't know. I guess you could do the reverse cowgirl or something. Oh, you mean on the Picard show? Oh. Even though it will never happen for multiple reasons. Yes. Matthew says, late arrival this evening. Sorry, I thought Tendi's part in this episode was flawed. She basically tortures Rutherford in front of the medical staff. Otherwise, I thought the episode was all right. I love when he's like, what's in that hypo spray? Medical venom. Does she say medical venom? She says something venom, and I think that's hilarious. Yeah, she's a little bit off, but I mean, yeah, she's a little bit mentally unstable in this one, but it's quickly resolved. Why does anyone care about Detmer? Arium was a huge loss change for intriguing storytelling. The concept of a human brain in a cybernetic body would be so fun to explore. Agreed. The plotline for Tendi was melodramatic and overdone. Agreed. And it got just the right amount of screen time, though. It wasn't overplayed, I don't think, and I appreciate that. Oh no, a Karen as a manager. What have we become? It was just a thought, though. I like to see the positive side of things and people after all. I've not met her like you. Yeah, I've only met her once, so I got a lot of actor stories. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Tim Russ. I met him a few times and talked to him like via Skype a few times. And I'm just not a fan of the man. I love the character. Geordie. I can't think of Geordie, the actor's name. LeVar Burton, that's it. LeVar Burton, I had a real problem with for the first 2 times I met him for multiple reasons. He rubbed me the wrong way. He made up for that in Birmingham when I met him, like for the 3rd time. He was the nicest, kindest soul ever in Birmingham. And it really changed my opinion on the guy. So you're thinking, what, LeVar Burton? How could you hate LeVar Burton? He was a little off-putting the first 2 times I met him. First time I can maybe agree with a little bit. Second time was super unacceptable. And the second time was in August of 2019 when we were at Vegas. We were talking to the actress that played Awashikam, doing an interview with her, with the camera, filming her at her table. Sweetest, most beautiful woman you'd ever want to meet. And he comes up behind us while we're talking, while she's answering a question, and is like, I want to talk to you after your lunch. While she's answering our question. So she had to stop and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. And he was just so rude and dismissive of us actually there doing our jobs. It was concerning. That being said, the same year, 2019, when I went to Birmingham in the UK, he was also there. We went up and talked to Brent Spiner, and LeVar Burton was right beside him. and we were having a great back and forth with them, and it was great. LeVar Burton couldn't talk very much because he had laryngitis, so he's doing a lot of hand gestures and like writing stuff down, but he was so nice. And when we left, he was like he was very, so people have bad days, people do stupid shit. As first impressions go, I mean, as an actor, you meet a lot of people, you see a lot of people in your day, you interact with them as your mood dictates. Unfortunately, it's their first and probably only time ever meeting you, so it's a super important first impression or impression that you are making to them. And I've even noticed this with Trekyards when we go to conventions with the captain's chair, or if somebody met us in Vegas and I'm in a bad mood, and they want to talk to me, and it's like, okay, I want to talk to you, but at the same time, I got other people that are waiting that want to talk to me. So I kind of get it, and you can't be rude because this could be their only time ever meeting you, and it'll solidify their thoughts on you for a long time until you can rectify the situation. So anyway, that's a whole ramble that you guys probably didn't need to hear. But anyway, yeah, fuck, screw Detmer. I just can't stand her. Yeah, medical venom. Well, Richie says, Tendi's a little mentally unstable fairly often. Remember when she went completely psycho because the Ascendant guy didn't like her? Yes, this is true. Very in character for her. Smart Smears. When you consider how far Tendi went to get to the Ascendant dude to like her last season, she seems like in character in this episode. Ozzy says they need to add Miranda class on Bridge Crew. Absolutely, my friend. Feed Me Seymour, USS Karen, its mission to travel strange, calm worlds and cause drama whilst being filmed. Jonathan, Neelix as a character was alright, but the writers seem to want to play into the 90s trope of Screech-like characters that annoy the other characters. There were episodes that had good Neelix scenes. Yeah, a lot of it is based on the writing of the character, unfortunately. But I never really had a problem with Neelix, so. Harold Chase, in classical times, certain venom was used as medicine. Matter of fact, many anti-venoms are produced from venom. This is true. Squadra Course, $2. Low cash for a few weeks, but Trekyards is worth it. Oh my god, thank you very much, Squadra Course. That means a whole lot. Thank you so much. Richie Appel, I'll realign your chakras. I'll Reiki you. Terrador puts in £5. I love seeing Riker, etc., but it doesn't seem like Riker. I worry the joke could get old. Love the Miranda Bridge, though. Episode was good. Yeah, the Miranda Bridge was fantastic. And I kind of agree with you about Riker. One thing I notice with the animation, is I don't recognize people's voices a lot of the time. Like Tom Paris, when he's talking as the plate, it's him, but it doesn't sound like him. I find a lot of the animated voices sound the same. Some actually stand out. Riker's, it's got the Riker graveliness to it, but it doesn't sound like Riker. And I think it's because they're not in the uniform when they're recording their lines. They're just in their street clothes. They're at their house. They're maybe in a studio with the pop filter in front of them. I think they project their voices differently, and I think they're directed to do so for animation. So, but yeah, I think the whole, this battle has too many licks and not enough comp or whatever. The whole jazz reference thing is going to get old really quick, and I don't think Riker would actually be saying stuff like that in those instances. He would be worried about his crew. He wouldn't be like, yeah, this is awesome, we're getting shot at. Ooh. He wouldn't be like that. He would be very concerned. We've seen him in TNG many times, very like serious when it comes to that kind of thing. So Feed Me Seymour theory, Neelix. Netflix? Ooh. They've been behind the whole thing. The Stanleys. Shouldn't Tendi have used her Orion pheromones to stop Rutherford? Well, there's the thing. Does she still have the pheromones? Were they removed as part of her Starfleet? I don't know. You'd think that having a Starfleet member that would distract every other Starfleet person working around her would be a bad thing. We kind of talked about that in season 1. Not sure exactly how that works. I know, like, Aaliyah in the motion picture, who was a Deltan, took an oath of celibacy so she could, you know, be in Starfleet. That was just part of what she had to do for the same reasons. So who knows? Who knows? Colin Barrett. Oh, yes. Speaking of actors, Anson Mount and his wife, Daria, have just announced they're expecting their first child. Cool. Anson Mount is great. I really like Anson Mount, even though when I saw him in Vegas on stage, he was quite put offish. They have the fans asking questions, and this one really excited girl, comes up. I love you so much. I love you so much. Da, 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 da. And he says, I have a wife. It's like, yeah, we know. You don't have to be an asshole about it. Part of your appeal is the sex appeal. So, I don't know. I just maybe see things differently. But moving on. Peter says, Riker was amazing to see in person, although my ex was tightly dressed as a 7 of 9. Let's just say he ignored me and my questions. Fleetpaw. The early Neelix Kess episodes were kind of cringy. Once Kess departed, Neelix got better. Matthew DeFriedis, are those AT-AT models you made, or are they Eagle Moss-esque? Well, the one closest to us here is the Kenner one that I got when I was a kid. This little one down here is the Metal Earth one. The one back here is a Bandai one, the Bandai kit that I made and have custom decals and stuff on. And then this one here is like a Lego, little mini Lego version that I kind of customized. I'm a huge fan of AT-ATs. Feed Me Seymour. Beyond belief, fact or fiction, is actually Riker pretending to be a 21st century theory debunker in the holodeck. He'll never watch this show again. Richie Appel. It's also how they record as well. Different mics and positions would affect how they sound. Yes, absolutely. Fun will not commence. Neelix had excellent interactions with B'Elanna Torres and 7 of 9. Bryce says, I found everything about Neelix super annoying. Hair pasta made from real hair. Ugh. But he might be a good fit as a Prodigy guest star, as the idea of Prodigy is a crew of kids mostly on their own. I think he'd be great in Prodigy. Absolutely. Bryce says, I found everything about Neelix super annoying. Oh, I just read that one. God damn it. Ozzy. As long as they don't have a prefix code 16309, no override. BJ Charon, Riker was usually pretty uptight and serious during red alerts on TNG. Absolutely. Could be now that he's got his own ship and he's a few years mellowed out, a few years older, wiser. He's just like, this is fine. Like I said, at the end where he's being stretched out, he says, I love my job. And you hear him say something, but I could never figure out what it was, so I turned on the subtitles. So, Richie, Tendi can distract me with her pheromones any day. Totally agree, my friend. Brian Kesterson, yep, Riker gets pretty salty when he and his crew are getting shot at. Yeah, he gets super serious. Terrador, £5. Thank you so much. The super chats make a big difference, guys. So if you can, please do. Speaking of, we have 109 likes. Let's get to 120 likes. Let's get 11 more likes if possible, guys. I think we can do it. But anyway, Terrador says precisely. Lower rank crew, I'm totally fine with them being wild and stupid jokes, whatever. But senior crew, Riker, etc., should be true to character. Yeah. I mean, at the end of season 1, where we saw him in the bar, and he was like, yeah, hey, oh, my little chadich, whatever. That's kind of in character for Riker. It's a little bit too hammy, a little bit too on the over-dramatic side, but off-duty, okay, I could buy that. But yeah, on the bridge. Ozzy says, I love my job, punch it. Herring Mind. Maybe exuding pheromones in public is the Orion equivalent of indecent exposure. Ooh, maybe. Colin Barrett. Marina Sirtis recently gave an interview where she revealed she once punched a fan at a convention after he said she was ugly. You say that, and I saw that headline too, and then I read the article. He didn't say she was ugly. He said that she was more attractive back then or something. And she didn't punch him. She gave him a shot in the arm and said, That's not very nice. That's not punching someone. She gave him a little shot in the arm, and then continued to lecture him for like 5 minutes about how that's really rude and you wouldn't do that to somebody's daughter or their mother or whatever. So that's not the same as punching someone. Come on now. Matthew DeFriedis, that's awesome. Clay Williams, those are ATSTs. ATSTs, yes. Did I say ATATs? I got an ATAT up there, which you can't see. The Franklin Mint one. But yeah, those are ATSTs, All-Terrain Scout Transports. Did you ever have the Star Trek Micro Machines? They'll always be my favorite Christmas present I ever got. I love them to pieces. I've got a bunch of them scattered throughout the house, and I was going to do a video on them like last year, and I just never got around to it. But yes, I do have a lot of the Micro Machines. My friend Noel actually gave me quite a few years ago in the package, including the Micro Machine little play sets. Like the little Enterprise D where the saucer folds up and there's a little bridge in there and stuff. Kind of like Polly Pocket, but not as girly. Anyway, so yes, I have a lot of the Micro Machines. I had a lot growing up, but I've got a lot more now. And I do want to do an episode about those at some point. My episode today on the Playmobil Enterprise has been really successful. You guys have really loved it, so I want to do more of that kind of thing. So thank you for watching it if you have. Harold Chase, nothing like having stuff fired at one stronger than nukes to make your blood pressure go up. Nothing like having stuff fired at one stronger than nukes to make your blood pressure go up. Ozzy says, with Riker face was doing the Riker maneuver. Feed me Seymour, let's go to warp 5, 6, 7, 8. That might be something he would say, but BJ Tehran, they owe us some Starfleet pool fan service. Hell yes, they do. Trill in a bikini. I want to see that Trill in a bikini. I really do. She's very pretty. I know it's an animated character. How can you find an animated character pretty? I just do. So, like Lola Bunny from the original Space Jam. Ugh. Colin says, oh, well, imagine someone saying that to Kate Mulgrew. Armed police would have to break it up. Fleetpaw Swiftback, if someone was to tell me I was ugly, I'd probably laugh and say, yeah, but I've got a great personality. Do you, though? I have known you for a while, and if that's your defense, dude. Ooh. Moving on. BJ Tehran, I like the Micro Machines TNG shuttle the best. I'm just kidding, Fleetpaw. Yeah, the TNG shuttle was pretty cool. Richie Appel, the Playmobil Enterprise is too expensive. I'd get the Enterprise Christmas tree ornament over the Playmobil set. So would I. I said in the video it's too expensive. I have the Christmas tree ornament over here on the table. It's been on since I bought it last year. And it was almost too expensive. It was just at that cusp where it's like, So yeah. Smart Smears, does this mean the Kelpian in Discovery Season 3 was filled with strange energies? Possibly. Bryce says, venom or its components are still used as medicine today, but I forgot just what for. Besides anti-venom manufacture, bee venom has some properties, at least experimentally. Terrador, no problem with the super chats. Always happy to throw in wherever I can with the spare cash. Spare cash is there. Wish I could do it every single chat. Haha, not that rich yet. Keep us in mind when you are that rich, but thank you so much. Any little bit helps. Fleetpaw says, if you haven't watched the Playmobil video yet, here it is. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Fleetpaw. Yes, your personality is great. I think you got a great personality. No, I think we've seen this one multiple times. I'm going to change this so that it stops with the randomization. I find with random, it keeps playing the same loop, and it doesn't hit all the videos. And that bothers me. Squadron Course, hey, I sent you pics of a Trill in a bikini. Yeah, it's probably Jadzia. I haven't seen them yet, but I've seen those. Jonathan, I hope Lower Decks does so well that they give Mike McMahon a serious Star Trek live-action show. I don't know if he'd want a serious show, to be honest. I've got a chance to talk with Mike McMahon, and I don't think he's that kind of serious guy. But yeah, I would love him to pull a Dave Filoni and a Jon Favreau on the Star Trek world and just make something fantastic, like they did with The Mandalorian. Rebel Poet 71. Advice nobody asked for. Don't attempt to repaint the Eagle Moss Enterprise D, the small one. Yeah, probably not a good idea. I sense there's a story there that I'd like to hear at some point, but Sergeant Montgomery, $5. All aboard for season 2 of Lower Decks. Unbelievable amount of Easter eggs. I like how they don't reinvent the wheel when it comes to Star Trek canon. Amen, brother. Amen. Rebel Poet 71 didn't like the weird yellow tone. Okay. Oh, that was the Enterprise. Gotcha. Fleetpaw, ouch. Foley throwing some shade. That's okay. I'll get you back. Careful, my friend. Herring Mine. I know that shuttle was great. It became that one Malon guy who played with the model ship whenever I picked these micro machines up. Those micro machines up. BJ Tehran, I always enjoy your backdrop for these videos. Well, thank you so much, my friend. It's always something interesting, and hopefully you guys like it. And so I appreciate those little comments. Colin Barrett, yes, give Mike McMahon more Star Trek projects. Rebel Poet 71, y'all should check out the Eagle Moss Prometheus Ridley Scott ship. It's pretty awesome. I did a video on it. I'm pretty sure I did that one. Did a bunch of ships from Alien from Eagle Moss. So I think I'm pretty sure I've done the Prometheus. Fleetpaw, go look up the Prometheus Eagle Moss review from me, please. Brian Casterson, I see Fleetpaw and Olivia asking for a grudge match, Cap. Well, we'll let them fight it out with the Star Trek fight music. Yeah. Harold Chase, honey has healing properties as well. The Egyptians, Romans, Greeks, etc. used it to help heal wounds. Yes, because it's sanitized. It's antibacterial as well. Rebel Poet 71, Jadzia in a bikini. That exists? Yes, she was on Ryza, man. She went on a trip with Worf to Ryza, and she was wearing that holographic type. Well, it's not a bikini, it's a one piece. So let's be fair, it's not a bikini. It is a one piece, but it's got like a holographic material. BJ Chiron, as a little kid, it went many places from outside during the snow melt to the bathtub. Second favorite was the USS Stargazer. Squadron Course, you did see them. Even replied, it's okay though. You probably get tons of email. I do. When did you send it? Oh, that's the artwork you did. Yes. Mwah. It's not Jadzia. It's fucking great. And it's sexy too. Yes, now I know what you're talking about. Thank you. Yes. Send more. If you have a nude version, send that to me. I'll print that off. Put it up somewhere in the ready room here. It's creepy. Just ignore me. It's fine. BJ Tehran, love the DS9 Enterprise of Worf on vacation with Ryza with Dax. Bill 23799, are you still running everything in your home on that tiny warp core? Indeed I am. Do you have PayPal? I like to contribute and have more of my money to reach you. Yes, the PayPal is in the description down below. Just send it to trekyards@hotmail.com. Just let us know you sent it if you do it during the live, so that way I can check my email and read your comment or question via the email. So yes, we do have PayPal. It's in the description of every video, so if you can, please do. Peter Lakako, $10. T'Pol is on Sci-Fi right now. Here's money. Yes, CTV Sci-Fi is playing Enterprise right now. Which episode is it, Peter? It's on downstairs. I didn't take note of what episode it was when I came upstairs. I just know that Trip and Malcolm Reed were at the captain's dinner table. I forget what they were talking about though. So Ozzy, Worf and Dax to Raza on their honeymoon. Squadron Course, LOL, maybe I'll do a swimsuit calendar for the characters from... Yes, Please do. If you do, send one to me. I would be super happy. Stephen Bauman. Hey, y'all. Donnie's here. Hey, Donnie. Don't be sorry for being late. It's fine. Long story short, I've seen Lower Decks Season 2 premiere late last night and again this afternoon. I had fun watching that, and I am looking forward to the new episodes every week on Paramount+. Rebel Poet 71. Yep, just remembered it. Worf was such a complete dick in that episode. He was. Sergeant Montgomery. When Worf became an eco-terrorist and turned his back on Starfleet Oath again for the 10th time. Squadron Course. The TYVM for the praise. And thank you very much for the praise. It means a lot coming from someone that knows Trek so well. Yeah, man. I was super impressed with the artwork. I actually saved it to my phone so that I can look at it later. It's fantastic work, guys. You're missing. If you don't even know what we're talking about. Anybody in the chat doesn't know what we're talking about, and it's like you're missing out. There's some good artwork, man. Terrador, £5. Okay, one last super chat. You read my mind. I sent an email just there. Actually, got a couple of ideas to briefly discuss. I'll keep it mysterious. Sorry, that was creepy. Squadron Course. P.S. The ops officer is a redhead. Oh my god. Fleet Pass Swiftback. The only Prometheus review, Eagle Moss review I can find is the Trek one. Okay, so type in Trekyards, Prometheus, Alien, or Aliens review. I'm pretty sure I did the Prometheus. If not, I have the model. I'm pretty sure I did a review of it. Rebel Poet 71. Curious about this art. Got a link? I attempted a version of a black chick in Picard. Need to try again. Of the gold. Holy shit. Alright. I attempted a version of the gold chick in Picard. Need to try that again. Why did I read black? Oh my god. Peter Lukaku. The Enterprise episode is Precious Cargo. Season 2, episode 11. Funny how that used to be halfway through the season back in the day. Fairly good episode, but it's like so many other sci-fi tropes that have been done so many times. Same script on Xena, Hercules, TNG. It's been done a lot. Squadron Course will release the pics and stuff when the book is done. I'm hoping that will happen in the ship episode. Yeah, so maybe we'll include those pics in our ship episode. We do a Squadron Course because it's Trekyards Originals. I'm trying to remember what your actual real name is though, because I have all of the Trek Originals stuff in folders, but by their people's real names. So when you Squadron Course, I'm like, which one is this? Samuel would know, but he's not here right now. But yeah, let's see. We are at 120 likes. Awesome. That is perfect where I wanted to be. Super chat wise, honestly, another $40 would be great. But if you can't, that's totally understandable, guys. I hate asking for super chats, but it's something that, unfortunately, it's kind of a necessary evil. One of the things, we don't mention it, people don't think about it, but yeah, another 40 would be great for that if possible. I hate asking for super chats, I really do. Okay, no, Prometheus ship from Aliens is Rebel Post 71. No, Prometheus ship from Alien in the Trekyards. Only Prometheus is the triangular Trek one. There is, though. I filmed the goddamn review for that. Did I not edit it together and release it, though? It's probably in my videos needed to be edited folder, because I remember filming it. I was sitting right there where I film all my goddamn Eagle Moss reviews, and I remember looking at the ship, and I remember filming it. So it's either I didn't enter the keywords, so you can't find it in a search, or it's just not edited yet. Because I did film it. and I could swear to God I released it. Is it on the Captain Foley personal channel? Check there. Type just search Captain Foley, Prometheus, Alien, Eagle Moss, or something, or just Prometheus review. Maybe that'll bring it up. I honestly don't know. But I filmed it. I fucking filmed it. Nope, only the Xenomorph and Marine dropship, the Nostromo, and the Predator and Eagle Moss reviews. There's a lot more than that. I've done alien figures. I've done the glow-in-the-dark alien figure. See, can you scroll through the Eagle Moss review playlist, maybe? Because if I didn't add the keywords, because sometimes I forget to add the keywords, which makes it unsearchable pretty much, I at least put it in the Eagle Moss review playlist. I don't know. I think I'm going crazy now because I've done multiple alien figure reviews. I've done multiple Predator reviews. Yes, I know I do the drop ship. Yes, I knew I did the APC, the Ground Assault, or the Ground Personnel Carrier. I knew I did the Nostromo. I know I did the Prometheus. Now I'm more solidified in my mind that I actually did do it because I remember filming it. I remember looking at that ship because I never looked at that ship in close detail before. I probably didn't edit the video together if you can't find it in the playlist. Now I'm just going nuts. I wonder if the Temerian and Lower Decks will speak in Trek lore. I hope so. I hope so. Terador puts in £2, so thank you so much. $38 now. Awesome. Feed Me Seymour. Always wondered if the Xenomorph is too dark to appear in Trek, but the species that the Kelpian feared kind of makes me think it could be explored. Yes, the Kelpians and the Bowel. Sergeant Montgomery, $2.36 now. Thank you so much. Whoop Whoop just blows everybody away with $50, so thank you so much. Whoop Whoop. I'll finish my whiskey and Coke for that. It's Sexton whiskey, guys. It's good whiskey. Thank you, Whoop Whoop. Fleetbot, check both Trekyards and Captain Foley channel too. Fudge Pucker. You know, I'm going to check after this live's over, and if I find it, Fleetpaw uses in trouble. It's probably not even there. I probably filmed it and didn't edit it. It's one of those weeks where I was having a busy week and it got lost in the shuffle. I remember filming it. I was right there. I remember filming it, and it was in the winter when I filmed it. Now I'm pissed off. Peter Lacaco, $20. If DePaul wasn't so hot, goddammit, here's the money. Okay. Sergeant Montgomery, dang. Terador, ha, look at that. Brian, super chats are always appreciated. Yes, they are, Brian. Thank you, guys. Rebel Poet 71, it's not in the Foley channel either. This is Jericho. So I stopped collecting the alien range. The figures kept breaking. Yeah, I have a shit ton of the alien figures that I haven't reviewed. I've done a lot of the larger ones. I've done this glow-in-the-dark alien that's up here. I did one of the big Predator ones, I think from the movie Predator. I also have one from Predator 2 that I haven't reviewed yet. But I got a lot of Eagle Moss stuff I haven't reviewed. Maybe, see, a lot of them I know that I haven't filmed, but Prometheus I'm sure that I've filmed. Because I wanted to look at it. I was eager to look at it because I'd never seen the ship up close besides at Wonderfest where people had made some models of it. And I wanted to get, and there was, I know I filmed it. I remember taking the pictures of the markings on the hull, and the one I got upside down when I was, and that was edited then. Oh my God, now I'm annoyed. Squadra Course, $2. Thanks again. It really motivates me to write PS last. So Squadra Course just sniped in at the last super chat, so thank you so much. Rebel Poet 71, definitely no Prometheus. Nostromo, yes. The alien engineer ship, yes. There's more than that. This is Jericho. The macrophage episode of Voyager is an alien episode. Pretty much. Yeah. Robopote 71. Anyway, the Prometheus is awesome. It's like the Firefly on steroids. Sergeant Montgomery, Eagle Moss Prometheus, this link. Did Sergeant Montgomery find it? He can't post the link because he's not a moderator. Sergeant Montgomery, if you found it, let me know. Squadron course, for anyone curious about the Trill Pick, the ship books, etc., I will post stuff on the Trekyards Facebook group when it's ready. Sweet. Bryce says, I had a huge crush on Lisa Haynes from the animated Robotech series. No shame in feeling... So feel no shame for finding an animated character attractive. But the rumor about me and Jessica from Rick and Morty is no comment. I find Mariner attractive. I find Tendi attractive. I mean, I think Mariner's super hot, honestly. So, Fleetpop Swiftback, this is what is in the playlist for aliens. The Narcissus, the Dropship, 2 Xenomorphs, and Nostromo. Nah, that's not right. Fuck. Brian says, Cap, is your whiskey as good as Evan Williams' 1783 whiskey? If so, you have some fine whiskey. I would say so. It's been a while since I've had that, but I mean, it's a very good whiskey. It's very... My mother-in-law gave it to me. It's great. So... there we go. Phoebe Seymour, I should do a review of an old action figures. I have complete sets of figures from a lot of toys of the 80s. Phoebe Seymour, I had all the alien figures, including all the Xenomorphs. Yeah, I've got a fuck ton of them, including the swimming Xenomorph and stuff like that. Speaking of, I've got a lot of videos coming out soon. And Captain Foley channel exclusive stuff. Like I've got... talking about GoBots the other day on the live, I found some of my GoBots books. This is Operation Hoax. I'm going to do a video on this book, basically reading the story and sharing the pictures and stuff. I got this one. These will all be standalone little edited episodes. The GoBots on Earth. Bring back some memories for you people. Transformers, the story of Willie, the wild boy of Quintesson. And this one I've got 2 of for some reason. Decepticon Hijack. I got 2 of these ones, which are the exact same. So what I might do when I do the episode on the Decepticon Hijack, I might be giving one of these books away as part of some kind of contest I do during that live, but not that video, not that live. It won't be a live. So those are stuff to look forward to for the Captain Foley personal channel. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. But I remember we were talking about GoBots the other day, and I'm like, I need to go check those books out because thinking of the GoBots brought back so many memories. I want to create some videos that do the same thing for you guys. So Rebel Poet says, I have 2 NECA ones. NECA would be awesome if their figures didn't break so easily. The big chap's leg just falls off. I've heard that about those. Sergeant Montgomery, search Captain Foley, USS Prometheus, popped right up. So Sergeant Montgomery found it. Oh, wait a minute. No, he didn't, because later he says, oh, my bad. Okay, never mind. Terrador, anyone wants to talk whiskey, talk to me. I'm Scottish. I'm mostly Scottish. Mostly Scottish. I'm half Scottish, half German. Well, no, hold on. I'm mostly... Try that again. I'm Irish, half German, with a little bit of Scottish and some Norwegian in there as well. So, Scorpion Xenomorphs made no sense. Rebel Poet 71. Holy shit, I had that book. Which one? This is Jericho. Very funny, Sergeant. That's the Star Trek one. Curtis Simpkins. Hello, Captain. Sorry I am late. We just had a storm. Came through here, but I'm here now. Yeah, we've had some storms as well last night, and probably more on the way. But Rebel Poet 71. I had that book when I was 7 or 8. It took me with it when I took it with me when I moved to Bangladesh for 10 years. That is awesome. Feed me Seymour. I mean, how would a face hugger impregnate a scorpion? Rebel Poet 71. Scorpion Alien is on my desk right now. The review board. It's a miracle, Captain. A prime timeline ship that wasn't redesigned for some stupid reason, like 25% different. The USS Macduff is a Miranda class with the classic bridge of the Reliant. Amen, brother. That's how you do Star Trek properly. Thank you, Mike McMahon. Harangue Mind. I want a new Star Trek that is about exploring the galaxy in an episodic format. Gosh darn it. I'm tired of epic tales and chaos battles all the time. I want enigmas, mysteries, and intrigue. Well, Strange New Worlds should be for you, because apparently that's what they're doing with that. Terrador, I wish I could send a voice chat doing a Scotty line. I wish you could too. Rebel Poet 71, the GoBots book. I had the exact book as a kid. Well, I have two of them here, though. I have two GoBots. I have the GoBots on Earth and the GoBots Operation Hoax. Colin, Foley is a fairly common name here in Cork. Yeah, I hear there's like a Foley pub pretty much everywhere you go over there. I want to go to a Foley pub. I want to like get the sign, Foley pub. I want one. Leapaw Swiftback. Had a storm last night and we're getting heat lightning tonight. Bryce says, Alien Covenant, let's send out a colony ship full of people and only have one shuttlecraft. What could go wrong? Hey, why not follow the superstitious scary man down into the dark basement alone? Squadron Course, it's strange how the battles have to be 1,000 ships now. Remember Balance of Terror, Wrath of Khan? Yes. Bryce says, GoBots are the Kmart of Transformers, even though GoBots came first. So... Feed me Seymour. Facehugger on a Vulcan. Would it produce a pointy-eared xenomorph? Yes, it would. Colin Barrett. I believe the name Foley originated in the next country over in Waterford. That is awesome. It was actually originally O'Foley. There was an O with the little apostrophe thing. The O'Foley. But it just became Foley. So. Curtis Simpkins. I miss your thoughts on Lower Decks. How was it, my friend? It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. They just didn't miss a beat. They're just exactly like it was season 1. So good job. Fleetpaw says, and mosquitoes are eating me alive right now. Not happy because my bug spray isn't working anymore. Oh no. Rebel Poet 71, a logical stoic xenomorph. That's Irish, the O. Yeah. Feed me Seymour. Just solved where the Borg came from. Facehugger plus Transformers. It was probably a Decepticon. Can you guys hear the bridge sounds? So I got the QMX captain's chair here. I actually plugged it in with the USB, and I've got the sound effects on. I've got that in the background. I don't know if you've been able to hear it through the whole live, but I have it turned down. It's also got this one, which I think would be more noticeable, but maybe more distracting as well. And the incoming hail and red alert. But, so I've had this on the whole time. So one of like background bridge noises in here, because this is the ready room after all. I just want to know if you guys have noticed it at all during the course of this. A lot of these L cars have sound effects too, but I've got the volume turned right off because some of them are quite distracting. Terrador, I like the Star Trek Destiny Borg backstory, and yes, I've heard that when it was quiet. I thought it was a rickety computer fan. Colin Barrett, they were Lord of the Diocese, which was the kingdom which became modern-day Waterford, the Foghaldia. Rebel Poet 71, imagine the dramatic physical gestures of a xenomorph that is half Kirk. Curtis Simpkins, I love to have that captain's chair. That is so cool. It is. It's overpriced for what it is, though. It's like $20 too expensive every time I've seen it, but then I got a good discount deal from Big Bad Toy Stores. So I've done a review of this. Look up that review of that Fleet Paw and tell me that I don't have one. The QMX 1/6 scale captain's chair. Feed Me Seymour. Somewhere someone has made a drum and bass track using Star Trek TOS noises. Brian Kesterson, where did you get the seat? I got it from Big Bad Toy Store, like I said. I've done a review of it. Just nice close-ups and looks at it, so. I hadn't noticed them tonight, sorry. BJ Tron said no. Oh. Just got here. Did you like it, Cap? Yes, I did, Dreamer Out There. I thought it was fantastic. I'm looking forward to more. But I'm super excited. Join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live review and breakdown of it, because we're going to get kind of in the weeds with it, as it were, and break down each scene and point out the Easter eggs and stuff. Ryan K., remember those old Space Channel commercials with the guy who had a petition to stop playing Trek? Man, they were funny. And it's like, would you please sign this? And the old lady comes to the door. This is, for the Toronto Space Channel, which is now CTV Sci-Fi. Oh, I don't know about that. Let me ask my son. She calls her son, and her son comes up dressed as like full Klingon and like kicks the shit out of the guy with the clipboard. Yeah, I remember those. Colin says, despite how it's spelled, Oh Foley is pronounced Oh Foley. Well, there you go. Why the fuck would you spell it that way? Roadpost 71. Adam Savage built a Trek captain's chair. Yes, he did. He did a fantastic job. We have a captain's chair that we take to conventions. My buddy Andrew Kit has one. And every London Comic Con, Trekyards is in charge of the chair. So I've sat in the captain's chair quite often. And it's got the sounds, the lights. It's amazing. Feed Me Seymour. Why did Playmobil make the Enterprise? That's way too pricey for a kid's toy. I don't know. It's that size, though. It's that length. It's 3 feet long, 39 inches. And it probably looks really impressive in person, but I'd rather have that because it's proportioned correctly. It doesn't look like a Playmobil thing, you know? Bill 4393, did you catch all the ships in the holodeck simulation? Yes, somebody asked this earlier. There's a Reddit post. We're going to talk about that on Trekyards for sure. Bryce, ooh, hey, is this an alien egg? And this creepy man says I should get closer to it. Here, let me just poke it a bit and see what happens. Everyone in the movie was an idiot and deserved to be Darwined. Fleetpaw says, well, I found it. You're not losing your mind yet, LOL. QMX captain's chair. Oh, I thought you found the Prometheus. I know I did the QMX captain's chair. God damn it. The cars in the future, our current operating system is clearly inferior. Captain O'Foley. Ancient Irish does not easily translate into English. It's a hard language to master. Bait 2. Pterodor. I think they didn't price them for kids, because sadly, kids don't play with toys as much anymore. All stuck on iPads. Well, it's got the interactive AR app for the Playmobil one. They show an iPad with, like, you can, the bridge, it's augmented reality, so you can see the figures move around and stuff, but... Bryce says, you actually have to ask that. It's because people like us exist. Now shut up and take my money. Pterodor, ha! For the... it doesn't translate into English. It's a hard language to master. Bait 2. I think that's what the ha was for. Fleetpaw, you never heard Irish, ancient Irish, until you've heard it in the original Klingon. Oh, Fleetpaw. That makes me smile. Bill 4393, is Prodigy out after this Lower Decks season is over? Probably, we don't know. I think Lower Decks will lead right into Prodigy, honestly. But that's just speculation at this point. Pterodor, reference, I ha-ha'd at the bait joke. Gotcha. Curtis says, yeah, the Playmobil is too much, and too much for me, too. I also have the 1 through 50 USS Enterprise 2 Captain. Fleetpaw says, see, I'm good for something. I mean, everybody's good for something, whether it be worm food or, you know, 131 likes. That's pretty good. I don't think I need to improve on that. Yeah, I do. Let's get to 150. 19 more likes, guys. If you can. If somebody out there hasn't hit like yet, hit the like button. Make me happy. Your XCV330 Enterprise is awesome. I believe we will see her in Picard Season 2, given how they show the LA freeway. Yes, that's an Eagle Moss one. And we do have an episode filmed about that. Hopefully it'll be released sometime in my lifetime. Would be great. Terry says, I'm laughing beer out of my nose, damn it. That's got to burn. Curtis says, but why Enterprise don't light up? Because I don't know how to put the lights in. LOL. Terrador. So begin a batch. Scottish Gaelic. Or here's some Scottish. Okay. More likes, people. Curtis Simpkins says, I always hit the like, Captain. I know you do, Curtis. I'm not talking to you when I say that. So if you already hit the like button and you're one of the regulars, don't think I'm telling you to hit the like button, because I know you have. I'm telling everybody that's a regular that might have forgotten, somebody that's new here, somebody that... I watch a lot of videos, okay? And I'm a YouTuber. I watch a lot of other YouTube's videos, and a lot of times I'll get right to the end of the video and like, oh shit, I gotta hit like, and I'll like scramble for the remote, and sometimes I have to start the video back up, just hit the like button, because you forget. So the little gentle reminders of hit that like button make a big difference to me, because I want to like, support, and show the love that these creators deserve. And a lot of times I forget, as a YouTube creator myself, to hit the like button on somebody's video that I'm watching that I really like. So don't feel that like I'm talking to you when you've already hit it. Terry, good for something. Me, not so much. Oh, everybody's good for something, Terry. Feed me Seymour. 700 for Playmates Enterprise, or 700 worth of Eagle Moss mini ship. Exactly. It's a good argument. That's 700 Canadian. It's 700 Canadian, 500 US for the Playmobil ship. So, Jonathan, everyone should like and subscribe because Trekyards is awesome. This is very true. And click the bell notification icon to all so you don't miss any of the new content we have coming out, with new Lower Decks starting now. So, Bill 4393. Q should appear in Lower Decks before his appearance in Picard Season 2. Well, he's appeared in Season 1 of Lower Decks, but I think you mean appear again on Lower Decks before Picard, and that'd be cool, yes. Terrador, I love the whiskey pointing. What whiskey pointing? I'm confused. His Enterprise light arrived Tuesday. Feed me Seymour. I'm surprised I haven't seen a Trek fan film that used the Eagle Moss ships for ship shots. Well, why would you do that, though, when you got Samuel out there that'll do really great, cool CGI stuff with some of the models that were used to create the Eagle Moss ships? I mean, hey. 138 likes, guys. 12 more. I'd like to get 12 more likes. I'd love to hit 150. I think that'd be awesome. 12 people out there might not have hit that like button, guys. Please consider doing so. I would really appreciate that. I think I've cracked the code for Season 2 of Picard. Picard wishes the Borg never existed. It's the fallout from that. My like will show up on Tuesday, says Ryan K. So will your paycheck. I was trying to think of something clever, and I just couldn't. Probably shows. That's okay. Q's appearance in the first season of Lower Decks was underwhelming. It was, yes. Terry says, everyone is good for something, said the Herodian hunter sharpening his blade. Curtis Simpkins says, Eagle Moss needs to give a light-up ship in their collection where you don't have to build, LOL. Yes, that'd be awesome, actually. Lights, camera, action set would be awesome, where it's like there's literally a button on the base, you hit it and the ship lights up. That'd be cool. Terrador, it's where you point at the screen or people or anything while taking a talking and drinking whiskey of an evening. I do it. Oh, it's definitely the whiskey pointing. You hit like over there. I see you not hitting that like. It's a thumbs up. Hit that like button. 140 likes. We need 10 more likes, guys. We got 2 likes last time I asked for 12. It's a crew. You're a crew that under delivers. There you go. There's one more. There's 9 more likes now. Oh Jesus. Whiskey increases pointing. Fleet Pod. Don't we have a guy who does art with the Eagle Moss ships on Facebook, Foley? Does art with them? Probably yes. I can't think of his name though. We also have Niles, the guy that is the official photographer for Eagle Moss. He's a friend of mine. I don't think he's posted to Facebook in a while, but yeah, he's our official photographer for all the catalogs and promotional materials and stuff. He takes the pictures of all the models. Terry says, your bridge top 10 was great. Thanks, Captain and Commander. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for the compliment. Brian says, super chats and likes are a great way to support the channel. Thanks. Rebel Poet 71, Eagle Moss put up an announcement page about making expand ships last year. There's been no update to that this whole year. I badly want some Rossiante. Sergeant Montgomery, I agree with the light up Eagle Moss ships. Multi-Gunman says, I'm back. Oh my god, he's back. Stop talking about him, guys. Terry says, pug snore, yes. Curtis says, I can hear the pug, yes. Femi Seymour, what would Section 31 even be about? The story is pretty much told in Season 2 of Discovery. Does it really need to be made? Bill 4393, by the way, just a non-Trek question. Did you watch The Suicide Squad? I haven't seen it yet, no. I've heard some good things, though. That's proper whiskey pointing. Sergeant Montgomery, connect Eagle Moss ships to Siri or Alexa for voice commands. Wink, wink. Just made sure I just took a look to see whether Alexa actually responded to me. Alexa, tell me a Star Trek joke.
Why does Mr. Spock hate pi? Because pi is irrational.
Pi is spelled P-I, as in 3.14. Yeah. Okay. Rebel Poet 71, Eagle Moss's 2003 Galactica is effing gorgeous. Yeah, their Galactica stuff is fucking on point. And I've done a lot of reviews of that. Tell me I haven't, Fleet Pa. I've done the classic Battlestar Galactica, I've done the new Battlestar Galactica, I've done the Pegasus, I've done the classic TOS Viper, I've done the Viper Mark II, I've done the Blood and Chrome Viper. Have I done the classic Cylon Raider, though? I have it. I don't think I've done a review for it, though. And I haven't done the Base Star. I don't even know if I have the Base Star. I think I got the Base Star. Fleet Pa, tell me I'm crazy. How many Battlestar Galactica reviews have I done for Eagle Moss? You're going to say none. But that's wrong, because I've done a shit ton. Feels like a trivia night. These always do. These first reaction reviews always start out like the first half hour to an hour, always talking about the episode. Lower Decks is only half an hour long episode, and there wasn't much really in this episode, so there's not as much to talk about. So yeah, the last hour always turns into like this, which eventually evolved into the Friday night trivia. But I love that. It's cool. So yeah, it's I love hanging out with you guys. It just turns into a hangout, and I think that's great. So. Femi Seymour, when are they making Starfleet Academy show? LOL, sorry, I hear this question come up on so Trekyards. I haven't heard anything anyone bringing it up yet. Probably never. It's been in development hell since like the 80s. Shit, quick, retract all your comments about Multi-Gunman. Harangan Mind. I want the Rossi, but I want Iconian ships and Zombie Amos more. Rebel Poet 71, I think we destroyed him. Never. Squadron Course. I still have my original Battlestar Galactica model from when I was a kid. So do I. holy shit, they're even making... This is my original AMT Cylon Raider model kit that I built back in the day. And did that? No, good, it didn't. Thank God. Jesus Christ. And my original AMT Viper model kit. See, I still got my original shit too, guys. And this I actually used in my Eagle Moss review of the TOS Viper because this is the exact same fucking size. It's the exact same size as the one from Eagle Moss. It's almost like they used this mold. But yeah, I mean, it's not great. I did this like 25 fucking years ago when I was young. And I put some paint on the end of it and I didn't like it, so I went to take it off and I forget what I used, but it melted the goddamn plastic of this thing. Like it's melted because I dipped it in. It wasn't, I forget what I used, but it wasn't the right thinner, obviously, so I pulled it out really quick. But yeah, you can see it's all distorted because I melted the plastic. But anyway, yeah, so my original old AMT kit for the Viper and for the Cylon Raider. I love the paint that I used on this. Kind of like a metallic-y green. But that's not the right... I don't care, it looks good. God damn it. Look what you went and did. You made me break it. 30-year-old fucking model, and you guys made me break it. Dicks. I'm just kidding. That one's come out before, and I need to just take it downstairs and fix it. The Cylons got their hit in. I'll just... Okay, you go in there, and you don't break, all right? You just sit in there. I don't know why those are in that drawer either. By your command. Bill 4393, which base star? The sponge cake style original or the new star shaped one? I didn't get the new one because I fucking hate them. So this would be the original. Anyone remember the Sun Crusher from Star Wars Expanded Universe novels? Yes, we actually did an episode of Trekyards on that. Terry says, Captain Fleet Paw, look that up. Did we do a Trekyards mission briefing on the Sun Crusher? I think we did. Harold Post says, Michael watch Suicide Squad in theaters tomorrow. It would be the first time in the movie theater since Apocalypse started. Yeah, I haven't been back since, and I really miss the theater, so. That's the beauty. How old is that Cylon? Same amount, like 30 years. Fleet Paw, you haven't fully, no review about the Battle Base Star or Cylon Raider. You have the Mark 1, Mark 2, and 3 Viper and the Galactic herself. And the TOS Viper, and the new Battlestar Galactica, and the new Pegasus. Don't tell me I don't have them. Did you paint it? Yes, I did. Terry, oh shiz, my older brother had the AMT Cylon Fighter and Viper. I played with them, broke one, and he Charlie horsed my arse pad. My brother just did that to me too. Yeah, fucking destroyed my Eagle Moss Enterprise D regular size with rubbing alcohol. It took the actual paint off, and now parts of the top are translucent. Shit. Bill 4393, I wonder when the new BSG series that we heard about will be released. Don't know. Feed Me Seymour, have you ever played with No Man's Sky? It's not for everyone, but I enjoyed it and looking for a PlayStation. I played it a little bit, wasn't impressed. Those EMT are sweet looking. Battle damage on the Viper cap. Captain Foley definitely still flies his ships through the house going pew pew, just like we all, yeah, damn Skippy. He's doing the wiggle. Did you watch Marvel What If episode released on Captain Carter? Yes, I did. I watched it tonight, actually. The original Cylons were sexy. They were. Chappie's dead. Oops, wrong movie. Proper Cylons before the studio decided they didn't want to pay for the FX or visual mechanical costumes, so we just made them human looking. Yeah, no shit. Sergeant Montgomery, I had the BSG Viper in 1979. It shot a plastic dart out the front. Sadly, it was destroyed by G.I. Joe. The Sun Crusher mission briefing. Oh, Fleet, we have it? I knew we had it. It's fine. Thank you, Fleetpot. I'm just bugging you. I hope you're not mad. I'm just messing with you, man. There's a goddamn Prometheus review. It was either edited and not uploaded or not edited. But I remember filming it. Rebel Poet 71. Toys were great in the 80s and 90s, and they went to crap. But now they're pretty good again. Bill 4393. It would be cool if some BSG references appeared on Lower Decks. So say we all. Speaking of Disney Plus, a quarter year more till the debut of the first 20th century studio movie to be a Disney Plus original movie, Home Sweet Home Alone. A reboot of the original from 1990. Thoughts? Home Sweet Home Alone. I haven't even heard of this, so I have no thoughts. Hey? Ryan K., in case you weren't aware, there was a BSG game called BSG Deadlock set during the first Cylon War. You might like it. I was aware. I have played it. The first war with the reimagined series, that is. 8 more likes will do it, folks. Yeah, we need 9 more likes according to my screen. I got 141. Feed Me Seymour. They should have got Christopher Lloyd play Guardian of Tomorrow in Discovery. People would geek out on so many levels. He's Klingon. He's Doc Brown. This episode is about time travel. Brain explodes. When does Ghostbusters Afterlife come out? Not sure. Can't wait for it though. Fleetpaw says there may be a Prometheus view. It's not on either channel though. Check your files after the live, Cap. Don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. You're not my manager. You're not my mom. You're not my president. You're not my captain. You're not my admiral. Tell me what to do. The nerve of some moderators. You know what I'm saying? Brian wouldn't do that. Brian wouldn't tell me what to do. Neither would Matt. Matt's not even here. Just kidding, Fleetpaw. I love you. Yes, this new generation of Transformers toys are quite impressive. Impressive. Most impressive. Bill 4393, he's the captain. Has the captain watched Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Netflix series? Yes, I have. Beast Wars and January 1 working together. It was amazing. I need to do a video on that. Terry says, I saw Star Trek 3 one more time recently and have decided Christopher Lloyd isn't that great a Klingon. Nobody's fucking Christopher Lloyd, and he's Krug. He's awesome. Is McDonald's open? Yes. But Matt's not here, so haha. Fleetpaw, I am the same rank as you, though. You're not the same rank as me. I'm the captain, bitch. Colin Barrett. LOL. The Klingon ship Kirk used to go back in time was stolen from Klingon Doc Brown. 7 more likes. I actually have 8 more likes on here. It says 142 right now, so 8 more likes, guys. Bryce says, I have one of the deluxe large-size Micro Machine Galacticas. Paid like $20 for it in last one in town on clearance. I was broke and had to beg my dad for the $20. At the time, he was pissed at me. So lucky. Terrador, you and Fleetpaw are like an old married couple. Fleetpaw says, I just know how to push buttons. Brian Kesterson, if you were one of my students, I would tell you. But you're not my professor. You're not my principal. You're not my hall monitor. I'm trying to think of clever things and I'm just running out. 2 cheeseburgers, large fries, and a Coke. I mean, come on. Actually, I'd want a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger, 6 McNuggets with barbecue and hot mustard sauce, and a medium Coke. I wouldn't want a large fry. By the way, I didn't like the voice of Beast Wars Megatron in that series. I didn't like the voice of fucking anybody, especially Optimus Primal. Get Gary Chalk back. Dinobot, the voice was awful. And they tried to do the whole Dinobot death meaning something again and be as heartfelt. And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? It's just, Who is this guy? Doesn't sound like Dinobot. Why is he a Predacon still, even though he's not now? All of a sudden, okay, what the fuck? And they didn't. They tried to go. They tried to go for that big sacrifice that Dinobot did. Did not come off like that at all. The Prometheus episodes are episode 73 and episode 58 to 160, but I don't see the Eagle Monster review. Michael Stark, coming in late tonight. Just watched Lower Decks, loved it. Looking forward to your review tomorrow. Yes, join us at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're not my parole officer. I'm not. I am your senior. That's true. You are old. Just kidding. I respect my elders. Colin Barrett. While I thought the voice acting was poor, I really enjoyed the Netflix Transformers trilogy. So did I, except it was confusing as all hell. Rebel Poet 71. My hall monitor sounds like a bad metaphor. What hall are you referring to? I don't know. In high school, there were like hall monitors that made sure you had a pass to go to the bathroom and shit. Not in my high school, but I've heard that that's a thing. So, double cheeseburger with green chili, please. Ooh. Don't make me message Sylvia. Have the Admiral bust you down to ensign so you have Sam take over as captain. I'd like to see the Admiral try. We wrestle for rank around here. I just let her have Admiral. I'm not even gonna go. I could keep talking, but I'm not going to. Honestly, I love the Transformers, just not Beast Wars or Beast Machines for that matter. Donnie, you're fired. Get out of here. Beast Wars is fucking great. Beast Machines, I agree with you with, is kind of shit. But Beast Wars is fucking great. I didn't like Beast Wars for the first season. And then when they incorporated better storytelling, better storylines, and weaved in the G1, then I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. But Donnie, you disappoint me, man. BJ Tehran, Khan and Krug were the best Trek villains. General Chang second. Bill 4393, yeah, Dinobot and Tigertron voices were the wrong way around. Feed Me Seymour, quite liked Uncle Phil voicing Optimus Primal, but sadly, can't get him back. What? Uncle Phil didn't voice Optimus Primal. Optimus Primal was voiced by Gary Chalk. Uncle Phil voiced Shredder in TMNT cartoon. Discovery actually did one thing right. They recolored the lithium crystals to the color of the real-world mineral as the two lithium atoms in the molecular structure rubellite. I have 140. I don't know how you have 146. I have 145 likes showing. I need 5 more likes, guys. Bryce says, I wish I still had my Kenner Millennium Falcon from when I was a kid. So many hours, but I was disappointed in the interior that closed up. The 2000 Legacy model fixed that, but I never got one. Donnie Pearson, LOL. Generation 2 was my introduction to Transformers. No apology needed. Oh, Generation 2 is fucking gross. Didn't Gary Chalk voice Primal in the original series? Yes, he did. Rebel Poet 71. And they should have brought Gary Chalk back for this new one. That's what I'm saying. Rebel Poet 71. I'm shallow. I can't get over the animations for Beast Wars looking like the Def Leppard music video. Well, you're fucking wrong. The animation was great. There's a few little quirks and stuff, especially for season 1. But overall, it's really good animation. I hate the argument that I can't watch it because the animation sucks. Well, then you're missing out on some really good shit. So, Brian Kesterson, the Admiral will kick you in the goods. She watched. Yeah, she did actually. She'll get me out of my God mode. Feed Me Seymour. I would eat a McFeast, 2 cheeseburgers, barbecue sauce, chips, 6 chicken nuggets, 2 chicken mayos, and a McFlurry with a side of 2 McDonald's bacon breakfast. Holy Christ, man. Sergeant Montgomery, I did enjoy He-Man over the latest Transformers. Mark Hamill was awesome as Skeletor. Yes. Terrador, God, you missed my amazing pun regarding the oldest Starfleet officer ever. Dr. Dalen Quasatron. Oh my God. I skipped over it because my dyslexic brain went, what the fuck does that say? But yeah, I got it now. Brian Kesterson, your like screen is delayed tonight, Cal. Well, it's at 146 right now, so Bill 4393. Don't know how I feel about Ron Perlman voicing Primal and Rise of the Beasts live action movie. He's not bad as Primal, but it's still fucking Ron Perlman. Like, get Gary Chalk. Gary Chalk is still around, and he is fucking Optimus Primal. Feed me Seymour. I like McDonald's. I'm addicted. I don't want rehab. I hear you, man. Final not commenced. Torres does not have the necessary variant and temperament to be captain. However, she remains one of the most capable and skilled engineers in Star Trek. Three more likes. We're at 147. Even though you say 147, but I see 146. Chris Tenerino. I want an what if series of Star Trek starring Q Continuum. Yes, that'd be awesome. Curtis sees 147 too. I see 146, and I'm the one broadcasting the fucking show. I've got how many viewers there are, how long I've been live, the like count, the super chat amount. Now it says 147. Feed Me Seymour says, more that's a heart attack in a sack. Holy smokes, I'm fat and couldn't eat that much. Terrador, it's because we see you delayed anyway. It's about 3 seconds usually streaming. I see 148. 148. I see 147. And it's more than 3 seconds, even though the delay here is already caught up. So, see, put my hand in front of my face. And it's pretty quick. I still see 147. So the delay doesn't explain it. See, it's already caught up. See, like this? See, it still says 147 on my screen, so. Mark Lawrence, $5. Damned notifications didn't go off again. Thought the new season is starting off well. Hell to the yes. It still says 147. Bryce says, I would sell 2 of my children for those Legacy Millennium Falcons. Any takers? They're all adults now. 2 are engaged, but they owe me for bringing them into this world. I brought you into this world, and I'll take you out. Still says 147. Chris Tenerino says, what if they come out with Jetsons series based on Star Trek Universe? I think it'd be stupid. Chris Tenerino, I read that one already. God damn it. Bill 4393. Oh, by the way, Cap, did you see MGO 316 review of the 3D printed Star Trek Next Generation Shuttle Transformer? Yes, I did. Pretty great. It still says 147. Colin Barrett, best McDonald's burger ever, the Mac Teriyaki. Only available in Japan, though. Every time I am in Japan, I go straight from McDonald's and gorge myself on Mac Teriyakis. Brian Kessler, your screen is messed up. Laughing my ass off. Well, still says 147 with 54 people watching, 56 people watching now. So those few new people that joined, hit that like button, guys. Now it says 148. Now it says 148, finally. So hit that like button if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. I want to get to 150. That's only 2 more likes, guys. Now it says 149. Everybody else probably sees 150. I see 149 right now. Terry says, sorry, Cap, gotta ask if you like the Fat Army F-35. Not a huge fan of the F-35, honestly. Do they sell poutine at McDonald's in Canada? Just curious. Yes, they do. They have poutine at McDonald's. All of our places, Wendy's, Burger King, Harvey's, McDonald's, any burger place, you can get the fries as poutine. There's 150, and we got 150 here too, so there you go. Finally at 150. All right, guys, thank you so much. That has been great. It's been 2 hours, just over 2 hours, and it's been a fun one. In conclusion, episode 1 of season 2 of Lower Decks, Strange Energies, is fantastic. Continues on the feeling from season 1, and was well worth the watch. Can't wait for the next episode. Can't wait for the whole season. I mean, I'm excited to see what's coming up. So there you go. Loved it. Liked it. Please join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the full review and breakdown scene by scene with both Samuel and myself. It's always fun. And check out other videos from us this upcoming week. We'll have a lot of little breakdown videos and stuff as well. So if you're able to check it out, by all means, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're notified with the bell icon selected to all. If you're watching this and it's after the fact, hit the like button. Let's get the likes up as high as we can. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Have yourself a great, great night. And I'll see you later. Bye, everybody. I gotta go fix my Viper. Good thing I'm a model builder with glue. It's the second time it's broken off. I gotta go fix it. All because I was showing it to you guys. It made me break my toys. I'm gonna go home now.